made mistakes yesterday, which he did. Now he gets up and he's now admitted, yes, I made that comment, here's why it's appropriate. Your Honor, it's not appropriate. It's complete.
It's not the one he's meant for, it's the certain. Because there's absolutely no evidence of shooting. And that heavy burden should not be yours to have to live with. On this evidence, it should not be. It's not right, it's not fair to ask you to do what the evidence won't, to condemn an innocent man. And by the way, remember this, it's in your instructions, circumstantial evidence. If the evidence points to both guilt and innocence, you must, there's no option here, you must side with innocence. If there's two interpretations of the evidence, guilt or innocence, you must side with innocence. That's what the law is, the judge will tell you. It's in your little books. Jury instructions. You must, it's not an option. Tyrell Efron, I mean, what kind of system, seriously, folks, do we have if this kind of witness can convict someone and destroy their life with all you know about him at this point? I've talked about there not being any forensic evidence in this case, no fingerprints, no DNA, there's none. No independent evidence outside of Tyrell Efron. And ladies and gentlemen, the judge told you it only takes one lie under oath to throw this case out of court by you, if you choose. Your decision. But just one lie. It's justification for you to say, I disregard all his testimony.
Once you decide that this was not a prop gun, and ladies and gentlemen, it's not a prop gun. I'm going to go through all the reasons. And once you decide that, this case is done. It's over. Because that's the defense in the case. Not, as Mr. Tacopina tried to argue, well, it's self-defense. If you notice, Mr. Tacopina didn't actually reach the next step. He talked about self-defense, but he never explained to you, for it to be self-defense, you have to find that it was a real gun. That's what you have to find. If you have a question about that, you ask the court. You have to find, to get to self-defense, that it was a real gun. And their defense in this case was, it was a prop gun. That's the issue in this case. Was it a prop gun or was it not? If you find it's a prop gun, all I can say is, you know what? You really need to examine why you're getting there. And I'm going to bring up something that's really important. The defendant is a celebrity. His wife's an even bigger celebrity. Many of you know who they are. They brought in 2 adorable children yesterday for closing argument. Now, they haven't been here at any other time. And you have to ask yourselves, those kids have a right to be there. Why children that age would be here in a situation like this, don't know. But you have to ask yourselves, am I going to let my feelings of not wanting to convict the defendant? And Mr. Tacopina made it very clear. If you noticed in closing today, he literally brought up Rihanna, he brought up the defendant's family, and he basically was saying, hey, listen, if you convict him, it's going to be very difficult on the family. Do you think that if you are in the hip-hop rap community, that going to the police and filing a case against A$AP Rocky is going to help your career? And I want to make sure that no matter how successful he is, how famous his wife is, how cute his kids are, how much they giggle here during closing arguments, that you guys are not going to say, you know what? We're going to give him a little extra. He needs to be treated like you would treat any other person. Because in the end, that's all that he is entitled to. He doesn't get to be the big celebrity in a jury trial. He's a defendant like anyone else.
That's okay.
Nothing was modified anyway, Your Honor. We took the videos that were admitted and we used them in PowerPoint. I do not believe that I need to